Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, the Honorable Board of Examiners and my thesis supervisor, Pak Amin Wibowo. Thank you for your time in reviewing my thesis presentations with the title Sustainable Growth Through Product Differentiations, Case Study at PT Telemedia Dinamika Sarana. My name is Ratna Wulan and this presentation is a part of my study. Currently, the role of the Internet is increasing tremendously in the global world. Every year, the Internet is getting deeper into its influence of human life. The trend of the Internet has moved into a basic necessity for everyone. Spending to access the Internet tends to get higher. As a result, Internet users around the world have increased continuously. Indonesia also experienced such a phenomenon. In January 2020, Indonesia was on the third place with population growth in accessing the Internet. This figure is equal to 25 million new Internet users in a year. However, Indonesia's Internet access population growth is only inferior to China and India. India ranked first with 127 million, meanwhile, China is in the second place with 25 million. Internet users in Indonesia, as shown by Statista from 2015 until 2025, is also increasing gradually. In addition, Association's Indonesian's Internet Service Provider, or we call it APDI, survey result in 2018 show the number of users Internet in Indonesia is about 175 million, an increase of 27.9% from the previous year. The research object is PT Telemedia Dinamika Sarana with the branding GasNet. GasNet is a company engaged in the business of Internet service provider who share our own majority by PGNCom. PGNCom is a subsidiary company of PT Perusahaan Gas Negara, which business line is in telecommunication. PGNCom is a network access provider company that has its fiber optic cable infrastructure, or in telco industry we call it backbone. The use of word gas in GasNet branding is a marketing strategy that will make GasNet more easily recognized by carrying the holding company name. As we know, PGN is distributed natural gas for industry and household in Indonesia. GasNet experienced unachieved sales during the past 3 years compared to target. In addition, the company also encountered negative growth in the market during the consecutive 2 years. Currently, GasNet customers are corporations and big ISP players. Summarizing the comparison of market growth and data from the company, we can see that from 5 years comparison, there are 4 years that the company growth is under the market growth. In the current pandemic situations, several research organizations stated the telecommunication industry is in a green sector. However, it did not align with the company performance. During the pandemic, there were changes in consumer behavior on using Internet. Previously, the concentrations was at offices, campus, hotels, and malls. Currently, since all activities are carried online, the concentration shifts to houses and residents. CNN notes that Internet users increased 40% for a couple of months during the pandemic. The company does not have a retail customer, while during the pandemic, all activities are carried online at houses. This anomaly is interesting to research why the company cannot perform with the current market conditions. The root cause is GasNet does not have a retail-based customer. GasNet customer is a B2B or corporations. So GasNet needs to tap on that market because relying on corporate customer will be very hard to survive. Having the two business unit, the company, PGN Group, seek the opportunity to make use both user and database. GasNet designed a new bundling product branded as GasPlay. This product is a different product but has an opportunity of the same customer base, existing customer gas. GasPlay is consists of natural gas, internet, and TV cable. Nowadays, most houses or residents are connected to the internet to support learning and working from home. On average, the existing internet bundling from competitors consists only two products, internet and TV cable. These facts raise the research questions. Which value drivers of a broad differentiation strategy through GasPlay product help the company achieve sustainable growth. Thus, the objective of this study is identifying which value drivers through Gasplay product that can support companies' sustainable growth, which of course will benefit the company to develop a better strategy to achieve sustainable growth and value creations for its shareholders. As theoretical framework used for this study, I started with Porter's 5 generic competitive strategy. Generic strategies of low cost, differentiations, focus, and combination strategies are generally accepted as a strategic typology for organizations and has dominated the strategic management literature to establish strategic group membership at the business level. As a result, it became a standard for classifying how commercially oriented companies achieve competitive advantage. Differentiation strategies are attractive whenever customer needs and desires are too diverse to be completely satisfied by a standardized product offering. A broad differentiation strategy gains its aim when many of customer finds the companies presenting more attractive than competitors and are willing to pay a higher price. Company differentiation strategies fail when customers do not value the brand's uniqueness and its differentiating attributes are easily imitated by its competitors. However, the most systematic approach that a company can take involves focusing on the value drivers, a set of factors that are particularly effective in creating differentiations. An in-depth understanding of the relationship between resources and performance of the company is one of the crucial strategic analyses that the company must have. From the resource-based literature, the Virate technique from Barney has become broadly suggested for assessing the extent to which a company's resources fulfill the criteria for sustained competitive advantage. This study is conducted in a case study and qualitative design, using semi-structured in-depth interview from the informant, the primary data collected to a record in-depth interview, and the secondary data collected from the websites, company's annual report, and previous studies. Once the data collection is done through in-depth interviews, the data is sorted out, classified, marked, and summarized. After displaying the data, conclusions is drawn. I use triangulations by collecting the data not only from internal of the company, but also from suppliers and customers. Second interview also conducted for internal informant to confirm the validity of the findings. Data findings for value driver identifications on Gasplay product is shown in the table. Each value driver has remarks and result based on the interviews. As for the identifications of resources and capabilities on Gasplay, based on Barney, he divided conventionally classified into 3 categories: physical, human, and organizational capital. Based on the first interview with the internal respondent from the company's resources and capabilities in Gasplay bundling product are as shown on the screen. After we get the data findings, the next stage is discussions to answer the research questions. The first phase of the study examined that from 8 value drivers of broad differentiations, 5 drivers influence on Gasplay product. Those drivers are quality control, product feature and performance, customer service, input quality, sales, and marketing. The quality control process reduces complaints from a customer, resulting in customer satisfactions and enhanced product or service performance. Maintaining the service level agreement, or we call it SLA, is essential. That is how the company tries to preserve quality control. These figures show that Gasnet always maintained SLA above the minimum threshold, 99.5% in all areas. Gasplay is unique because including gas inside it. In the beginning, this product is only limited to the existing gas customer of PGN. However, in progress, a new potential customer is a non-customer gas of PGN also interested in the product. This feature has become a valuable resource for the company. These figures show potential customer of Gasplay product from January until June 2021. Those locations have resulted from synergy from the sub-holding gas. The retail market is getting bigger. Start from the landed house. Currently, GasNet enter higher-rise building, such as apartments. Customer service is another driver that strongly influences GasPlay. A core duty of CS is responding to any simple issues that a customer asks. CS provides reactive support and is the one who responds when an issue suddenly emerges. In 2021, the performance can be seen in this figure. The response time that CS has a prior in above 10 minutes is decreasing gradually, becoming below 10 minutes. PGN is the only state-owned enterprise that distributes natural gas to the household and industry. GasNet has the advantage of being in the group along with PGN.com. The company manages the input quality in raw materials for GasPlay since 2 from 3 product combinations are accessible and manageable. Sales and marketing are primary activities during the supply chain. Therefore, the sales and marketing department started building awareness to the potential customer, designing 4P strategy, setting for STP, creating a sales pipeline, sales target, marketing tools, and making competitor analysis. At the next stage, this research found that from 9 resources and capabilities GasNet has, there are 4 resources and capabilities that competitive implications is a sustainable competitive advantage, and 5 is in competitive parity. GasPlay pilot project was launched in Batam as a synergy and tapped into a retail market. Currently, the feature has improved for non-PGN gas household customers. The development of the product will expand to another area in Java Island. GasPlay is a product that is different from the company's previous product. Compared to competitors, the bundling product is unique since it has gas inside it. No other IAP can imitate. Managing and combining resources and capabilities to provide a competitive advantage is not simple. Companies need to identify resources and capabilities that can provide sustainable competitive advantage. These resources and capabilities must be strengthened and maintained its competitive to pursue existing market opportunities. Based on the study conducted, GasNet increasingly recognized the importance of differentiation strategy, creating new bundling products, synergizing with the parent company, and optimizing the existing market is a good differentiation strategy to overcome the current pandemic conditions. Focusing on value drivers of a broad differentiations, which are particularly effective, strongly influence the product is essential. Furthermore, realizing company's resources and capabilities will support the sustainable growth of the company. Based on the findings and conclusion from the research, here are the following recommendations suggested. GasNet needs to improve in R&D and IT driver. Improvement in R&D can contribute to the objective of the corporations to be specific profit. From improvement in R&D, GasNet can find and fulfill customer needs and provide optimum productivity. As for customer convenience, GasNet should explore feature development and payment channel expansions. Pay more attention to a competitor. A competitor is not only coming from an ISP company. Currently, PT Perusahaan Listrik Negara or PLN, through its subsidiary PT Indonesia Comnet Plus, launched its product called Stromnet. It is a bundling product consists of internet, TV cable, and electricity. GasNet should be aware of this threat. Electricity and natural gas are basic needs for the people. PLN network is much more extensive than PGN in terms of service coverage. That will be the closing of my presentations. I hope the information is conveyed clearly. Thank you very much for the Honorable Board of Examiners and my thesis supervisor, Pak Amin Wibowo. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.